everything.
Bumping and banging.
Big Boys
Big
neighborhood. Alrighty. Proud to have this dude back in the neighborhood, man. And that is Common is in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the neighborhood, brother.
Man, I'm grateful to be in the neighborhood.
Man,
Big.
I'm grateful to have you back in here, bro. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you, man. Always, you just good people.
Oh, thank you.
You know, he just introduced us to his new assistant. She was talking about how it's hell to work with him. He's always barking orders. You know what I'm saying?
I saw like a little tear come down.
Yeah. Now she's even looking out like, no.
She gonna start videoing me next.
Right. No, yeah.
Put it
but
out
man,
there.
but no, you one of those cats, bro. I always love seeing you, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
You know, and whatever platform, it could be in the neighborhood, it could be on television, in a movie, walking down the street, whatever it is, you just always Common is always Common. There's no different dude.
Yeah, well, I feel the same about you, to be honest, bro. It's like, shoot, every time I talk to you, it's like, this is a good brother. We can talk about anything.
Yeah,
it's
man.
like, oh, man, it's a good brother.
Soon I'm going to be talking about borrowing money from you.
Oh, yeah.
It's real in the field, Jack. It's real in the field.
We'll keep talking, bro.
All right, yeah. All right, Big, I know the hat goes. All right, Black America Again.
Yeah.
New album, man. Why that title?
Well, I just really want to address a lot of what's going on. Like, I feel through the music, you know, we can talk about so much. And because it's been a lot going on with black people in our country over and over, I kind of was thinking about how we could write a new story. That's why I call it Black America Again, because we've seen all the shootings. We see all the pain and the oppression, but what's the new story? What do we show that there's something better, you know, because, you know, the country has been at a tough time, but we want to do better. So that's why it's Black America Again. And the music is protest music, but it's also, you know, joy, it's love in the music. You know,
Socially
it's
uplifting.
And it is music. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you listening through something and you're saying, well, man, the message is in there, but the song is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but you gave it to us the way Common would give it to us too.
Yes, sir.
And kind of like what we expect. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad, man, because I feel like these times, we know we're in a critical time right now.
Oh my God.
In history, like just point blank. So when people go back, or even now, just the music they need, I want to uplift the spirits. And Black America Again is bringing all people together. It's just not about black people. It's our culture and how we express it. But my brown people, you know, white people, Asian people, they all can feel the spirit of what the music is.
Like, when you go in to do an album like Black America Again, do you feel like there's a lot on your shoulders? Is that a release for you?
Yes, I mean, I feel like it's my duty,
Right.
to speak to the times and say something that can be awakening, but as you said, make it great music though, because people ain't gonna listen if you just talking something and it ain't good. But you know, when you given the opportunity, the blessing to have a microphone, if you have a chance to say something good that can inspire somebody, do it. And I feel like that's been my duty as I evolved as an artist.
When you say evolved, what does that mean?
Yeah.
When Common say I've evolved, what does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, you know, if I looked at my first album cover, I'm holding a 40 ounce, and you know, I'm talking all type of stuff on those songs. I'm just a Southside dude that's just like influenced by NWA, Rakim, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still one of them young guys that's just, you know, what's expected of a 19-year-old at that time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but you know, as you learn, you evolve because you get to see different things in the world. Responsibilities come up. Your spirituality grows. You start getting introduced to new things. That's the evolution. And for me, it's like I'm not sitting up here like, man, I'm perfection right here. I'm just growing. And knowing that I'm growing is what is part of the evolution.
And for those out there, man, Common, you are a veteran and relevant at the same time.
Yes.
Got that from E40, you know what I'm saying? But there's some cats that just, you know, like they're here today. We know the past. We know the history. It appears like there's going to be great tomorrows. But at one point, for those who don't know, it was, you know, our introduction was Common Sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's some people who don't know, like, why is it just Common right now?
Well, you know, it was a group out here that had the same name, Common Sense, and they was looking to sue me.
Right.
So I was like, I had to change it at the time. I didn't know much about it. This was like second album that I released, and I still was a kid, so I didn't know about the right legal representation and all that. So anyway, I just ended up shortening the name to Common. At first, I was mad, like, man, oh man, I got to change my name. But now Common is more befitting. It's
man.
It's like I'm a man of the people. I'm for the common folk. For the
Isn't it
everyday
crazy
people.
how it works?
It works.
How
man.
it comes together?
Yo, man, it's divine order. Like so many things now in life that I've been like, man, I wish I would have had this and did this, at that time. Now I'm like, man, that was a blessing that I didn't even know, So I'm starting to try to live more in that space of being like, when I don't get a role or this person ain't available to be on this song, I'll be like, well, this is the way it's meant to be, you know, and just embrace that.
Now the album here, let's talk about that. When you say somebody didn't get on, you know what I'm saying? What's the features like on this album?
Oh, this album, man, I have some incredible artists. Stevie Wonder is on the song. John Legend, of course, my brother. We've done a lot of great work together.
Do you pay John Legend to be on stuff with you? Or is it homie though? Because I would charge Fuzzy. Fuzzy's my partner. But I would still charge Fuzzy for certain things.
Like you said, times is rough. You got to charge your homies.
Brother. Exactly.
Nah, but John just come through for me. He like, man, look, we've been doing it long enough.
Damn.
He just show up for me.
I heard that. Who else is on the album?
We also got Bilal. I have BJ the Chicago Kid.
Yes, sir.
Sid from the internet. And a lot of new artists. This sister named Elena, who's a great vocalist. Man, I'm just, for me, it's produced by Kareem Riggins and Robert Glasper. It was all about making great music.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you've made that?
I do.
Hell yeah.
I do, man. I could confidently say that this is some music that I feel like it's timeless. It speaks to the times, but it'll be here forever. And I just was inspired, man, when I see artists out there like a Kendrick Lamar, Chance, or I come across great art, whether it's like Hamilton the play or whatever it may be. It's like those things made me remind me that I could be a great artist. And I feel like I was in that space and what the times are giving it, I was able to create a great piece of work.
Do you feel like you're still learning?
Yes.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, I'm still learning. That's why I love, man, like the culture of hip hop, but then beyond the culture, it's like you should learn. Like, man, you can have a conversation big and I learn, at certain times you'll be like, yo, check this out, check that out. I think, to me, for us as human beings, we got to be humble enough to know we can learn forever.
Man, all the time, and from anyone.
And
from anyone. When we think about, and not that, the state of hip hop, and that's been going around for so many years, but sometimes do you feel like when you look at what's going on, is this a sign that today and this is someone else's hip hop and this is a piece of, or do you feel like, man, like we're not taking care of it like we should? You got to think years ago what I used to love her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
now.
Yeah. I mean, I look at hip hop, because it was always a voice of the generation. So I look at it like, well, I mean, these are the way artists are interpreting it right now. So I don't really knock them because I'm thinking about my mother probably listened to me rapping and was like, man, what you doing? Like, because she done heard the Commodores and Stevie Wonder and she thinking like, what is this rap thing? So now when I hear young people expressing themselves in hip hop, I'm like, that's just what they doing. But the dope part is that you have artists like myself or Kanye or other artists that are from different generations still bringing music that's pushing it forward too.
Right.
As well as the youth are pushing it forward. Like,
can you tell me about the process of making The Day Women Took Over?
Oh, hello.
You knew, come on.
Yeah, I'm glad you checked that out. Well, see, for me, the idea came about because I was thinking, man, this our world, man. When I was listening to some of the things going on in politics, I was like, man, some of this stuff is just ego, male ego, and I was like, man, we missing out on that feminine energy, that love energy,
love.
that women carry. And so I just said, man, I'm gonna write this song called "The Day the Women Took Over." And I started talking to lady friends of mine, including even who works for me, and just people who were around, asking women what they thought would be how the world would be better if women took over. And then I just took my own interpretation and wrote it. And I think, the world would be better if women took over for a while, just to bring that energy, the balance back.
Your relationship with women is so, through your music is such a beautiful change. Just like your past work and even now in the way that you rap about women, it always, I don't know, it always sparks this really different light inside me. I mean, not to.
Yeah. Now she bringing up.
She clever.
She wants you to freestyle.
No.
And speaking of light, here's the instrumental.
Yeah. But I think that's, I think it was important for me because women have songs that are empowering that they've done. You always, not always, you hear a Beyonce or certain artists, you know, do women empowerment songs, but I think it's important that you hear from men like the love that we have for them.
Because I think that could also teach our younger men generation as well, because it's not just always about us, but it's also just the relationships between men and women as well, and how men treat us and how we treat them.
Yes, that respect. I mean, the respect for women is what moves everything forward. Like, we gotta hold the women high for our whole country to be better, for our families to be better. So yeah, I mean, I just choose to do it. I have a wonderful mother, a wonderful daughter, and I come across incredible women. So I'm just gonna pay homage and honor and respect.
Common, how old is your daughter?
My daughter's 19.
Okay, show you right. Yeah, my daughter's 8, bro. I got a lot of karate and bullet range, shooting range ahead of me.
Common, I just want to thank you and congratulate you for consistently bringing substance to hip hop. Like, that's one thing that I've always loved about you, because there's substance behind your music. And something that you said, that this album is not just for African Americans, because I feel like that's a misconception.
Yeah.
Like in Black America, again, you talk about mass incarceration, which I watched the 13th on Netflix. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, mass incarceration is something that has affected Black and brown people a lot in this country. And, you know, that movie really showed. I mean, I never knew that. I read about mass incarceration some, but I didn't know the 13th Amendment said that, slavery is abolished unless you commit a crime. So that just saying it right there, like, if you are considered a criminal, then you have a right to be enslaved.
Pretty much.
And you know, with the 13th, what Ava DuVernay has done is, like, man, she took the slavery and showed the connection between that and Jim Crow, and then now mass incarceration. So when I started hearing Donald Trump saying law and order and saying certain things, it just triggered, like, oh, that was that same talk that Reagan them said when they was talking to war on drugs. And the movie just awakened. It's part of American
Huge
history.
awakening.
And you know what? Like, you'll read, and then there's sometimes when you'll go back and you'll say, okay, that's where that came from.
Yes.
Or I do remember that. And that's why even in an election year, when you tell people if you don't vote, somebody else will vote for you.
Yeah.
Now we're sitting here and we're thinking about, okay, wait, 3 strike laws.
Yes.
And, you know, and things that we let get past us.
Got past us. And I always, you know, used to say, man, Bill Clinton was the best president. Like,
And
you know,
then
you see that?
You see that, you like,
I was like,
whoa. I mean, he did do some good things, but he's
Right.
done some bad things.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping, as you know, any human being they can see their wrongs and right their wrongs at this point. But Ava did an incredible job, and I got to write a song called "A Letter to the Free," which is on the album, but it's the entitled song for that. And by the way, Big, Ava, you know, Ava was around, like, during the Far Side days. She used to be at the Good Life. Like,
I know, man.
she did a doc on
That
The
is
Good Life.
crazy, though.
She was crazy. She was around.
We all made it, but her and me, Fuzz didn't make it. Fuzzy was the only one, man. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
For real, man. Ganja made it. Far Side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every freestyle
Fuzz.
fellowship. You know, like, come on. All the heavyweights. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? What's really going down, man? Volume 10. He good? Where Fuzz at?
Oh, man.
No, but the Good Life, man. Ooh, that was a school for me, Jack.
That was
a school for me, man. And for those, our history going back, before I even was in radio, I knew Common.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Just from places like Unity and the Good Life, and you know, rolling around, and just history. And then for me to get into radio and be able to press play on a lot of your records and interview you, it's crazy, bro.
Man, I always feel blessed, like, and especially, like, as you say, like, when I get a chance to come up to the neighborhood.
Hold on, Medusa, what upper? Go ahead.
Medusa.
Yeah, no.
You know, it's like, so when I get a chance to come up, it's like, man, I sometimes be like, man, just thank you, God. We've been doing this for so many years and have evolved and going through the ups and downs of this business. And, you know, we can value it and continue to just, as you say, push the envelope and want to bring substance, bring fun. You know, like, my daughter always, you know, now, you know, she still obviously listens to you, but, like, it's like she always be like, man, Big Boy, she love, like, rolling out to you.
That's dope.
In the morning. So it's like, it's like great to be full circle with that and see the progress.
Election year, people are voting as we speak, bro.
Yes, we need that.
Where are you surprised by what this election ballot looks like?
Yeah, I mean, many times I've looked at it like, man, this is surreal that actually a candidate who's talked about like girls that's 10 years old, like, and talked about groping women and you know, just referred the way he has referred to blacks and Latinos throughout the years. The fact that he is in the race and we're talking about, like, it's really striking, and it's like, man, we got to do more out here. And I, you know, because it's people supporting that. The fact that people will support, even if you're like a Republican or whatever, it's just like that ignorance and that state of mind to be like, look, I'm gonna support this guy, and he's not even really fit to be a leader of a country. Just shows how much racism and hatred exists out there. And I'm one that's like, this country is incredible. I travel. I love America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
That's why we care about it too.
That's why we care. But and we also recognize there's people there's black, brown, white, Asian, Native Americans that really care and is good people. So I try to focus on that. And I started becoming more political, you know, like a little bit earlier, you know, when George Bush started running, because I was like, I can't sit back and just say I'm down for the people and not vote, you know. So I started voting at that time, and now I pay more attention, and it's just like, man, I'm encouraging people to go out there and vote. I'm surprised at what this is, and I'm hoping that, you know, if Hillary Clinton is elected, that she lives up to what she said she's going to do.
Right. And you got to be held accountable.
That's it.
You got to be held accountable. And you know, and I mean, it's politics, whatever people want to say. But when I first heard, and usually sometimes you have a dialogue with someone, and some of the things you don't talk about is politics, religion, and so on and so forth, because whatever your views are, those are your views.
Yeah.
But this is one of the, I couldn't sit down and not say something this time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if for all the thing when Trump first came in, I thought like, okay, this is a fluke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who would have thought that today we would still say Trump's name?
Yeah.
And there are just one of those things would have got any other person kicked out. If Barack Obama, when he was running, if he had said one of those things, it would have been over. Grab her by this. Hey, that girl right there is going to be my wife in 10 years. Build a wall. They're sending over their rapists. They're, no Muslim, like any one of those.
One of those things. And I actually feel like, honestly, if Hillary, if Trump was running against a man, it like he wouldn't even have a chance right now. But I think some of it is just the fact that, like, the world, the same white men that's out there saying like, man, they supporting this racism, they also are sexist too.
Yeah.
Right.
So they like, man, this, you know, we ain't gonna vote for this woman because she's obviously more experienced and more fit to be president than Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, man. So let's get out there.
Yeah.
Common, I know you've been a day one Obama supporter. If you could write a piece in a history book about our first black president, what would that piece say?
That piece would talk about how our first black president was a true representation of love, of humanity. He had the heart that really was about bringing people together. He really truly represented like what a black man should be, which is like all encompassing, a father, a great husband, and somebody who loved all nationalities. No matter who was around him, you felt like you were welcome and you felt like he cared for you. And I think, you know, he represented, for me in my lifetime, the best president that I've ever seen. And you know, I'm just grateful that he's dedicated his life towards making our country and making the world better. And I think he'll continue to do that.
And he did it a lot with so-called political handcuffs on.
Ooh, yeah.
Opposition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Voting no just to say no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Man,
and looking at how the presidential campaigns run, he had to be extremely squeaky clean
for real
to get in. Because man,
for real,
they had to flush him out enema 5 times.
Man, if you and excuse me, and if you think about the fact he has had no scandals on him at all, man, because like
you know they was trying to find things.
Everything they
Oh
could.
my gosh, man.
How was it performing at the White House for South by Southlawn?
Oh, that was amazing. You know, that's why, like, you know, like the president had us speak, and I performed about prison reform. And he actually had a meeting a couple of months before that with Alicia Keys, Rick Ross, myself, who else? Chance. It was incredible. Nicki Minaj. And we were talking about like his My Brother's Keeper initiative. and prison reform, and we all got to speak about real stuff that we, things that we were concerned, and he was trying to like really put together agenda. So I seen him care on all type of levels, like, and it was incredible for me to be there. We just performed at the White House with me, De La Soul, The Roots, Jill Scott, Yolanda Adams, for their last event at the White House. So
big old party they had, and we didn't get invited to.
No. I couldn't make it out to that one.
You got invited?
No, I didn't get invited, but also I couldn't make it out to it. It would have been.
I was about to be so
it would have been stupid to show up without an invitation. I got to fly out there, and
we could have got you in, man.
Nah, you don't want to get there to the White House. You got some hella pull. If I could be like, come.
Yeah. I don't think I could walk through the White House.
Man.
Yeah, I couldn't even
I'm
pull
your
that
plus
I'm out
one.
here by myself, man.
+1.
Hold on. Dude, no, I got it. Michelle. It's Kurt. You're like, yeah, right. I didn't even get on a plane for that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all right, man. I'll be at the next one.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
You have such a great just resume when it comes to acting. But Coco with Azalea Banks, have you already filmed it? What's going on?
Yeah, we filmed that, and RZA is the director of that movie. Yeah,
that dude is dope too.
He is dope, man. That dude is dope, and it was so fun to be on the set with him because he had great ideas, but then he still has that RZA talk. So he'd be like, I want you to do this, boom, and then we're going to do this, boom.
And then I want you to walk in, come a bong bong.
Yeah, bong bong.
Bong bong.
Bong bong. I was like, yo, this the RZA, man. But it was great. It kind of took me back into that world of poetry and all that, because Azalea Banks did a great job, and it was really like that whole poet scene. So I'm looking forward to Coco and how it came out. Jill Scott plays my wife in it, so it's cool. Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for that one. I see that it's a really good cast. Okay, now John Wick 2.
Yeah, John Wick.
You know when IMDb, like, they don't even have your like character name on there. I don't know if that's a mess up or it's on purpose.
No, it's my character is like, he's basically this brother who's like the head of security. And he and John Wick are like, they equal as far as skill level, as far as assassinship goes. And I'm speaking Italian in the movie.
He's had to go and learn.
Tutto bene, sì.
Grazie.
Don't
do that for the
do the
ladies.
Italian.
Keep going.
That sounds nothing like Italian.
Buongiorno.
Go ahead now. Look at
Why
him.
do the ladies like love it before that? Like
Ciao bella. He's just saying food stuff. Parmesan.
Parmesan, spaghetti.
Yeah. You see what he's doing over there? He putting O's on the end and everything. Italiano.
But you believed it, though.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. Fettuccine Alfredo over there. This dude didn't learn no damn Italian. You know?
I got it.
Anything he telling y'all believe in this.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Man, and can I let it be known what's going down?
Sure.
For real?
Yeah.
Bonita.
All righty. Oh, now he's speaking Spanish.
Bonita.
Now, look at him. Let me tell y'all something, man.
Did you just
All
say
this
taco?
wool that this man is pulling over your eyes.
Nah.
You know what he is for real? I want to tell you.
Oh, no.
Tell us.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Don't say it.
Nah, don't
Don't
believe
do
it.
it like
Let me
that.
tell you what all that throwing us off on this Italian thing is, man. Let me tell you.
Don't believe it.
Sound like a Trump supporter over here.
Nah, man,
You sure?
never.
Okay,
break my
just checking.
heart.
I was just checking, man.
No.
Because I thought I heard Trump say Italiano and all that.
No.
Okay, hold on. Wait, let me see.
Are you sure?
That's a disaster.
No, I was wrong. My bad.
Trump
Sorry.
is a disaster. Yeah, that's
Bad.
a disaster.
Sorry about
Thank
that,
you,
man.
Straighten that
I'm
up.
over here tripping, man. Hold on.
They shot me with the
Oh,
ray
that's
gun.
common.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
common.
you.
Yeah, for sure.
My bad, man. I didn't have my glasses on. But I was like, dude, brother, sound familiar.
Man, come
Sit
on.
down with him for 30 minutes. All right. Okay. Well, I'll take that back,
Yeah,
man.
thank
I
you,
stand
sir.
corrected. And your assistant name is On.
Yes, on.
Hey, dude, when I said Trump, even she was like, oh, no, baby, don't do that. Hey, dude, she leaned over your shoulder like, big, don't start this shit.
Yeah, dude. She
Like,
shot
you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I don't know if I got the liberty, but I'm going to jump out here and fuck you up. Hey, dude, she really, when I said, you know, that sound like, she like, oh, what? And she been having fun. She been laughing.
yeah.
When I said Trump supporter, she was like,
She ready,
expression
she
just
ready, she ready
changed.
to
Got
fuck
that
you
lean
up.
on.
yeah, she like, nah, baby, don't do that. Like, yeah, do your jokes. But let's not do this one.
Keep it
All
funny.
right, let's not do this one, man, because people gonna take a sound bite.
That's right. That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
Don't do
awesome.
that. But doing for real, she looked like, hold on. Wait, pump your brakes, playboy.
hold me down. That's what I'm talking about.
No, real walkie-talkie, she had you for real, though, man.
Coming on be all up in your business right now. And speaking of the ladies, is it
The
true
ladies.
that you have a good relationship with all your exes? And if you do, what is the key to that? How do you manage that?
Yeah, I believe I have a great relationship with all my exes. I think the key is just, to me, like when you really got a real relationship and you care about each other. Even, when you break up, of course it's going to be some process where you might not be talking to them. But if you come back around and just recognize them as the human being they are and why you always care for them, then you can stay in contact. Most of my exes I'm still in contact with, and even the ones I'm not, we still cool when we see each other.
You got a lot of exes
that.
too,
You do.
boy. You ain't playing,
Yeah,
boy.
you do.
Good
All the
Lord.
baddies.
Do you have an ex now? Is there any ex now then?
I mean, no lady right now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
single,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
single.
there's no ex that you
Right.
you just finished. Oh, okay.
No,
I was
no,
about to start name just hit.
Hit it over there.
Yeah, man. I was over here like,
chill
man,
over
we
there.
gonna play the X game. Jesus.
Yep, that's right.
Man, yeah, I don't even want to start because then I have to keep going like this.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, man, my exes is good, though.
Yeah, you can fill up an
love
arena. You know what I'm saying? This dude, man, good Lord, you can't go nowhere without seeing an ex.
Yeah, man.
This
but
dude
it's
was
good.
in Turkey. He was like, man, don't look.
Don't look.
He in Germany, like, oh man, Kafnuk is over there. Farfanugan is over there. Kafnuk is over there, man. Don't look. Oh, is she walking over here? Oh man, she walking. Hey, what's going on? Kafnuk. Big Boy
Big
Neighborhood
Boy.
Common. Definitely want to thank you for coming into the
Thank
neighborhood,
you.
hanging out with us, man.
Thank you for having
Show
me,
you
man.
right, man. And it's crazy. It's like you look at this dude. As many times I done sat down with Common. This dude, I don't know if it's this water or this green juice or whatever the hell is going on, man. But
Do you age?
until they
Right.
swing the
What are you
camera,
drinking, really?
people don't know when this interview is taking place. Until they swing the camera on me, then they're like, oh, well, Big look a mess. So this definitely can't be from 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, we good. We both good. We doing
You
our
ain't gotta
best.
lie to me, man. I know what's going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you eat meat or you?
Nah, I eat just
Fish?
Yeah, just
Pescatarian?
seafood. Yeah, pescatarian. And just, more than anything, just try to stay healthy,
Right.
keep a balance.
You drink a lot of water?
Yeah, you see I keep
Do
that
you work out?
Yeah, I work
Oh,
out.
okay, that's why I look like this then.
Yeah. Ooh, not doing any of that.
You know what? We done pinpoint everything then. I guess we done. And you see how quick that was that we figured out why you look like that and why I look like this?
Nah.
Got the
Show you right.
formula.
Do you meditate?
I actually have prayer. I keep in
I
prayer.
heard that. What about cryo? Have you done any of that cryotherapy
No, I
yet?
haven't done that, but people been telling me about that. but I
Yeah,
haven't
man.
done
That cryo, people saying you go in there and you kind of
Like
freeze.
kind of freeze. Oh, I don't like the cold.
Yeah, I don't like the cold
Yeah,
that
no.
much.
Damn, these damn two Pisces over here.
You guys are quick.
Yeah.
Everything they doing over here, high fiving and me too.
Like a
Shit.
newlywed game with them, like
Yeah,
put up the
like-
cards and you
yeah,
can both
like-
answer at the
Pisces.
same time.
It's the Pisces game.
Yes, exactly.
What's your favorite color, Com?
Man, my favorite color is brown.
What about you, I think?
Oh, brown.
That's
She
a
was gonna-
lie. She's lying.
Should I do it?
Really though.
You answer first. I go after.
What was your favorite school year?
My favorite school year was probably 5th grade.
5th grade. What about you, Ide?
Oh my gosh, 5th grade. We
That is crazy.
have so much in common.
Yes.
Man,
Common.
hello. All righty. Common, Coke or Pepsi if you were to drink a soda?
I'm going to go with Coke.
What about you?
Coke all the way.
Wow.
Yo.
This is
It's
people probably
insane.
thinking that she's just repeating what he's saying,
Yeah.
but not at all.
No.
Hey,
How
I
could I do
like
that?
that companionship.
Go
We
ahead
got
now.
that.
Hey.
Man, how great is it to just be able to find that lovely lady and put your penis in raw dog? How great is that feeling?
Hey, I mean, long as that lady is the one that you know and you
Yeah.
safe it is great, then I mean, that's
It's
a great
good,
feeling.
right?
That's a great
What
feeling.
about you? How great is it to have your penis go into the person you love? It's not the same now, huh? All right, Dave. All righty. Just checking. Thank you.
I
didn't know
now.
it was
Yeah,
Take
you'll
that
stop
tour.
there.
I'm done.
All
Yeah.
righty. There it is right there. Common.
I thought we had it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Here she
It
goes.
should be the special one, the one.
Right, yeah.
I agree. Yes.
There she goes. She was about to say
Fill me
me
up.
too, me too.
Yeah.
Common, thank you for coming into
Thank
the
you for
neighborhood.
having me. Thank you.
I Day, thank you for coming into the neighborhood
Yo.
and hanging out with
I
us.
love y'all.
That
man.
was Common and I Day, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all pick up the new album, Black and Brown America again.
Yes.
All righty. It is Big Boy
Big
Neighborhood.
Boy.